10 signs your dog dislikes you. Watch out for these. Hey dog lovers, we all love the warmth of our dogs greeting us at the door, but sometimes something feels off. Maybe your dog seems distant or avoids your affection. You might wonder, does my dog dislike me? It's a question many dog owners face. Dogs show affection, but they also have ways of expressing discomfort. In today's video, we'll talk about 10 subtle signs your dog might dislike you. These signs could be your dog's way of telling you something's wrong. Stick around for the final sign. It might change how you view your dog's behavior. 10. Your dog won't make eye contact. If you've ever noticed that your dog avoids looking at you, it might not just be because they're distracted or tired. Eye contact is a significant part of how dogs communicate, both with each other and with us. When a dog looks directly at you, it's often a sign of affection and trust. But if your dog is consistently avoiding eye contact, it could indicate that they're uncomfortable or unsure around you. It's not that they're giving you the silent treatment, but dogs can associate eye contact with confrontation or dominance, especially if you've had any negative interactions. If your dog is avoiding your gaze, they might feel intimidated, stressed, or uneasy. This doesn't necessarily mean your dog hates you, but it could mean that something about the situation or your relationship is making them uncomfortable. If you notice this, try giving your dog some space and avoid forcing eye contact. Instead, let them approach you on their own terms, and with time, they may feel more comfortable making eye contact again. 9. They're always hiding or avoiding you. Dogs that dislike their owners might seek out solitude more than usual. If your dog used to snuggle up with you or follow you around the house, but now prefers to stay away and hide in another room, this can be a sign of stress or discomfort. Of course, it's important to distinguish between wanting some alone time and avoiding you completely. Some dogs naturally enjoy their own space, but if your dog suddenly starts spending significantly more time hiding or avoiding you, something may be off. It could be due to stress, illness, or perhaps a past negative experience with you or something related to you. If this happens, pay attention to any changes in the household. Are there other pets or people causing tension? Are there any recent changes in their environment? Identifying and addressing the cause of their anxiety or discomfort can help them feel more comfortable around you. 8. They don't want to play or interact. Playing with your dog is usually a surefire way to bond and have fun together. But what happens when your dog suddenly refuses to play with you or avoids interacting? It can be a worrying sign, especially if they used to be playful and full of energy. Dogs who dislike their owners might shut down during playtime or refuse to engage with you. This can happen if they're feeling stressed, anxious, or simply not in the mood, but it's more likely if there's a deeper issue at play. For example, if your dog has developed negative associations with you, maybe due to a lack of positive reinforcement or a punishment-based training method, they may begin to avoid you during play. It's important to assess whether your dog's reluctance to play could be due to boredom, health issues, or discomfort. If your dog isn't playing as much as usual, it might be time to check in with the vet to rule out any physical problems. 7. They show aggression or growl. If your dog is usually calm and friendly, but suddenly starts growling or showing signs of aggression when you approach, that's definitely a red flag. Dogs will often growl to warn someone when they're feeling threatened or annoyed. While some growling is a natural part of a dog's behavior, especially when they're playing or protecting something, constant growling or aggressive behavior towards you is a clear sign of discomfort. If your dog is showing aggression when you try to pet them, get too close, or attempt to engage with them, they may be feeling threatened or upset. Aggressive behavior can stem from many different factors, including fear, pain, frustration, or a sense of insecurity. It's essential to approach the situation with caution and avoid escalating it further. If your dog's aggression continues or worsens, seeking the help of a professional dog trainer or behaviorist is a good step. 6. They turn their back on you. Dogs have a unique way of communicating through body language, and turning their back on you can be an interesting sign. When a dog turns their back to you, it can be a sign that they're either trusting you or distancing themselves. In the case of dislike, a dog turning their back on you could indicate that they're avoiding confrontation and trying to create space. This isn't always a clear sign of dislike, but if your dog avoids facing you and consistently turns away when you approach, they might be signaling that they're not comfortable around you. Dogs do this as a way to signal that they're not a threat, but in a negative context, it might suggest they don't want interaction at the moment. It's important to respect your dog's boundaries and give them space if they keep showing signs like this. 5. They don't respond to your commands. If your dog has been trained to follow certain commands but suddenly stops responding to them, it could be a sign that something's wrong. This could happen for a variety of reasons, including health issues, confusion, or frustration with the way commands are being delivered. However, if your dog isn't responding to your commands and seems to ignore you consistently, it might suggest a breakdown in communication. Dogs that don't feel bonded to their owners may refuse to listen to commands, as they may not trust or respect the person giving them. To rebuild trust and communication with your dog, try positive reinforcement methods. Instead of harsh commands or corrections, reward good behavior and create a calm, supportive environment that encourages your dog to listen and engage with you. 4. They won't accept affection. One of the easiest ways to gauge how your dog feels about you is by how they react when you try to show affection. If your dog used to love cuddles, belly rubs, or getting pet, but now seems to shy away or even avoid you, it could be a sign that something has changed. Dogs that dislike their owners may refuse affection, turn their head away, or even try to get up and walk away. This could be a response to stress, a past negative experience, or a lack of trust. To rebuild this connection, take it slow. Let your dog approach you when they're ready and avoid forcing affection on them. Give them space and allow them to take the lead in showing affection when they feel comfortable. 3. They sniff other people more than you. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell, and they use it to communicate with the world around them. When a dog likes someone, they'll often seek out their scent and focus on them. If your dog is sniffing other people more than you, it might be a sign that they're more interested in other individuals than in you. This doesn't necessarily mean they dislike you, but it could be an indication that their attention is drawn elsewhere. This might happen if there's a new person in the house, or if your dog has formed a bond with someone else. If this is a concern, try spending quality time with your dog and reestablishing your bond. Positive experiences like playing together or going for walks can help reignite the connection. 2. They won't let you touch their food or toys. If your dog gets territorial over their food, toys, or belongings and won't let you near them, it's a sign that they're feeling possessive. This is especially true if your dog becomes defensive or protective when you try to interact with their food or toys. This could be a sign of discomfort or insecurity, and in some cases, it can indicate a lack of trust. Dogs that feel threatened or uncomfortable may guard their resources to ensure they have control over them. It's essential to address this behavior by gradually desensitizing your dog and using positive reinforcement to promote sharing and calm behavior. 1. They act distant and aloof. The most obvious sign your dog might dislike you is if they act distant, aloof, or uninterested in being around you. If your dog used to follow you everywhere, jump up to greet you and cuddle with you, but now seems indifferent or withdrawn, it's worth considering whether something has changed in your relationship. Distant behavior could be due to stress, health issues, or emotional trauma. Dogs are sensitive creatures, and changes in their environment or treatment can affect their behavior. If your dog has started acting distant, it's essential to try to identify the cause and take steps to rebuild your bond. So there you have it, 10 signs your dog might dislike you. Of course, it's essential to remember that dogs are unique individuals, and their behavior can vary based on many factors, from stress and health to past experiences. If you notice any of these signs, it's not the end of the world. With patience, understanding, and some positive changes, you can rebuild the bond with your dog and restore your connection. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with other dog owners, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and insights. And if you've noticed any other signs your dog might be giving you, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.